What's up, guys? Welcome to another game in my Miami Hurricanes Dynasty. This time we are doing College Football 26. This time we're doing the Louisville game.
One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. And the Cardinals will put total leather and we'll get started. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands on the way.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Scanning the field, it's back. The quick out. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
That's my fault. I was not
Get there. A fourth down stop.
That is my fault.
So the Louisville Cardinals offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw, it's Moss. Gets it out quickly.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
First step of this drive comes from their own 44. Starts a drive trying to go up top. A strike downfield. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Wide open downfield. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2.
I've never had so much difficulty.
On second and goal, they go right back to it. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
This time it's complete. It's a running room.
It's so annoying.
They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Like
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Defense wants to bring the heat. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he's stopping behind the line of scrimmage, tried to break out the spin move and still couldn't get loose. We've reached the break and Miami is holding on to the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll run play action. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Rides the back and leaves it. Turning it on. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough for the first down. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
From that spot on the field, you're going to go for 4th and inches every time, but, I mean, you could argue that 4th and inches, you ought to go for it almost all of the time.
I 100% agree. We're definitely going for this. And listen, let's play some offense. Let's have high octane. Let's put some points on the board. We're not kicking field goals. We're not punting. We're trying to score touchdowns.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. And the Canes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Daniels. Turning on the Jets. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Shit.
I knew
that was not
ruin the drive with a turnover.
I knew.
And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish, and they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
He's got an open man. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking for a man. It's Moss. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he avoids the tackle with the slide. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. just down it right there.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a good gain. The Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Looking for the goal line. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in it.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
It's always bullshit. Get pushed to 3rd down.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Tries again to get it in. Didn't get much done on that line. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on 3rd down. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quick.
Hauls it in, 1st down and more. Touchdown, Miami! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Help themselves out.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Leaves it with the back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half.
And the Canes will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Going to the run to start this 2nd half. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, Every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense trying to take it back. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, and they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
That would have been perfect.
How big can this be for this offense, taking advantage of the turnover and starting with the first and goal? And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
That's fucking pass interference.
And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the ankle.
Touchdown, Hurricane! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Caught over the middle. It's Stewart.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking for a man. It's Moss. And the running back made the catch along the sidelines, but he drifted out of bounds. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. Right on target this time. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's 1st down. The sure hands, it's Stewart. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Moss. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Cardinals started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Snagged in the middle, it's Stewart. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. And the Cardinals have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Good, solid tackle.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations. Continue to...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Louisville.
Still down 2 touchdowns.
Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab over the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And the Hurricanes will move the sticks with the 1st down.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Beck. He's got it down the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The lack of...
A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field.
Why are they
and the
doing
incomplete
this?
pass, they roll the dice. Snake eye.
With these lack of, like, their dudes clearly interfering. And they're just like, yeah, I was going to call passing.
From the gun. Give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Oh, they're after him. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Cardinals line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Final play of the quarter coming. Rides the back on the option. The give. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Here's the handoff. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Gives it on the option. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen.
He's got it inside the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the down.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Take time off the clock.
To the air, it's back. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Canes. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
I knew that.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Power ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Miami. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is now a final in Conference USA, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to hear about. Western Kentucky is going to walk off the field there in Bowling Green with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where CUSA is right now, and man, what a difference.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Give to Brown. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Dropping back, it's Moss. The short hands, it's Brown. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future.
And that's a live ball.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
To the air on 1st down. Throwing right. Quick step and go. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got his man quickly. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going up top again. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Here comes the heat. He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did it.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Back to throw, it's back. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the fourth quarter. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you...
Yeah, it was actually the lowest stress game I was looking for. I'm just not closing the deal on a lot of these guys. don't know what the deal is. I'm not getting very many hits. Got a whopping 3 retreats. Like this dude, why is he not committed? He's in his top 3. There's no excuse. He's so good. Come on, dude. Still in really good shape to get it. It's like 3 5-stars. I got a kicker. Not that that's gonna matter. Alright guys, that's it for this video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. We'll take on Stanford, who is pretty awful, so yeah, it shouldn't be too difficult. And that's a home game, so I will see y'all in the next one. Make sure you like and subscribe.